Welcome back to Morning in America. Supply chain issues, inflation, a big deal for a lot of us. What is the outlook? When will we get some relief? And what should we be focusing on? How can we focus on more of the good instead of the bad happening all around us? Frank Blake, former Home Depot chairman and CEO, is joining us live. Good morning to you, Frank. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning, Adrian. It's great to be with you. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well. Now, I've got to brag on you a little bit. You led Home Depot during the Great Recession. What a time to be in business. And similarly, today, there are a lot of companies trying to succeed in today's crazy business climate. Do you give advice to other business owners and companies about exactly what they should be doing right now?
There are a lot of folks I keep in touch with, and it's great to share both advice, counsel, listen to what everyone's doing. So yeah, I keep pretty involved.
What is some of the advice you have for business owners? What wisdom can you offer for people who are struggling with the hiring issues, staffing shortages, the supply chain disruptions? What do you tell them?
Yeah, but on the business side, it's never more important to take care of your employees. That's always been important for companies. But just as you say, Adrian, with the turnover, the difficulty in hiring folks, every single employee, you've got to make sure she or he believes that your company is completely invested in their success. And I think that's never been more important than now.
I've got to ask you a little more detailed question because you just hit the nail right on the head. We're talking about schools closing in Seattle, for example. I know that's not a corporate life, educational life, though, but those staffing shortages have caused the schools to shut down. People taking time off because of mental health or trauma related to the pandemic, and just how much work they have to do to kind of make it happen for the students. I'm sure that's happening across the board for companies. Is there something that we can practically do to take better care of people?
Yeah, it's a great question, Adrian. I was just talking to an executive. This is a small example, but his habit is he starts every meeting by asking people, how are you? And going around the table and seeing if there is anybody wrestling with a particular problem. And then, how's your team? How's your team doing? And making sure that they are giving themselves the space and opportunity to actually decompress a bit, because this is a really difficult time. It's a difficult time whether you're in schooling, the hospital systems, business systems. I mean, across the board, there is a lot of stress on employees now.
And it seems to me that corporations are really going to have to come up with plans that they never had before for tackling problems they've never addressed before. What would be your word of wisdom to the business community right now?
It's actually what's reassuring in a way, listening to the business community and the leaders I talk to, is the extent to which they are focused on their employee well-being. And that's a topic that, was always there, but it's come to the forefront, and people are very intentional. Each company differs somewhat in how they do it, but they're very intentional about focusing on their employee well-being.
That's encouraging news. We've got to talk about some more encouragement. Your next chapter out of Home Depot is actually starting a podcast, a passion project of yours called Crazy Good Turns. Tell us about it.
So first off, yes, thank you for asking about it. It is a podcast that celebrates people who do great things for others and who celebrate kindness and generosity. I want to put in a plug for you because we had you as a guest on the podcast. And your book about the hidden superpower of gratitude and thankfulness is a terrific book. And it's just a way to first hopefully inspire people, but also just remind them of the amazing things that are going on around them every single day, and the importance of gratitude and generosity.
Tell me one of your favorite stories, because I know you have an upcoming episode that launches today that shares some of your favorites.
Yeah, no, so thank you very much. I hope people take the chance to listen to the episode, because it's about a woman. Actually, she lives here in Atlanta. It was a friend of my wife's, who has an extraordinary story about really being saved by an anonymous trucker. I won't give away more of the story than that, but it is exactly those sorts of actions that people do when no one else is looking, They express their connection to others, and as I say, reflects their generosity. It's a
Right.
wonderful story. I hope people check on it.
I will certainly do the same, and it was an honor to be on your podcast, Crazy Good Turns. You can find that wherever podcasts are played, including the
There you go.
right, including the Apple Store, of course, and Spotify. Thank you so much, Frank Blake, for joining us.
Thank you, Adrian.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.